Hey, welcome back, YouTube. Today is the second installment of my music video series, How I Write Songs. And today we will review my second song off the Decade Decoded album. The title of the song is Another Gloomy Bayonne Day. So, first we'll talk about the music. The chord pattern is pretty simple, except it's an example of modal interchange. So with modal interchange, what happens is you're in a mode, okay, and you play the chords within the mode. So in this case, the song is in A Aeolian. So you would think Aeolian is A minor. But with the modal interchange, the song goes to A major. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So to start with, the song starts with the intro. So it starts in F, F major, and then to A. That's the modal interchange. Flat 6, F, to A, and an E. And then it goes into the verse. Another gloomy Bayonne day. And then in this case, the verse is in actually A mixolydian. Another gloomy Bayonne day. A major, G major, early 2000, that's the flat 7th. 1, D major, and that's the 4. So another gloomy Bayonne day, early 2001. Stratocumulus filled the sky, couldn't see the sun. And then it goes into the B part, which is like a chorus, and it goes back to the intro chords, back to F major. Depressed again, what else is new? And A major, waiting for the bus. That's the modal interchange, it goes to A major. From the flat 6 to the tonic, and the tonic is A major. So, that's the music. The melody is pretty simple, it's only a few notes. Da, da, da. Da, 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 and then da, 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 da. So it's an A, da, 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 da. C, da, da, B, da, A, da, and then C sharp. Da, 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 da. And then da, 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 B. And that's where it hits the E chord. And that's the chorus melody. So that's really the hook. And okay, so that's the music. Okay, what about the lyrics? I would say the lyrics, in my opinion, all of my songs are the most important part. So, what this song is about is my struggles with bipolar depression. And I wrote this song before I was diagnosed with bipolar, about 12 years before I was diagnosed, actually. The song is set in early 2001, before 9/11. So what I really write about in this song is I lived in a very gloomy place in my hometown, Bayonne, New Jersey. It's an economically depressed place to live. Really no jobs, nothing, no industry. It's pretty economically depressed, a lot of poor people, and I was one of those poor people. At the time, in 2001, I was a graduate student at what used to be the University of Medicine Dentistry of New Jersey. Now is Rutgers University. And I was in my PhD program there. And I was in such a funk most of that time while I was in the program. I was depressed a lot because I really didn't like being in the program. I wanted my PhD degree, but I didn't like what it took to get there, which in my opinion was like being a slave to the lab. Basically, I was in a lab. I was getting my PhD in biology, so I was in the lab most of the time working, and day and night, and not really happy. And the song kind of details some of those feelings where, another gloomy Bayonne day, early 2001. Stratocumulus are a type of thunderstorm cloud. Filled the sky, couldn't see the sun. So, and then I actually do mention the word depression in it. Depressed again, what else is new? Waiting for the bus with the derelicts. With the derelicts. Da-da-da-da-da. With the derelicts waiting for the bus. Now, yeah, I used to have to wait for a bus to go to school every day. I had to take 2 buses and a train to get to school every day. I didn't own a car yet, and it was rough. It was rough being in that position. I knew like after a few years when I got my PhD, I was going to be all right, but at that time, I really wasn't okay. I was suicidal. I was depressed most of the time. I wanted out of that program as soon as I could get out. I was, it was really bad, and so I colored the lyrics with a lot of metaphors, the stratocumulus metaphor, other metaphors like to describe the gloominess, the iron bridges that I had to cross to get to the school, to get from Jersey City into Newark, New Jersey every day. It was like seeing those gloomy pictures of all this, broken down industry, these metal bridges and these, factories and stuff. It was really nasty. And then Newark, New Jersey was not a nice place to go to school either. It was highly crime filled. I was nervous every day that I was going to get, jumped and get mugged and things like that. So I was really nervous, and that kind of played into my paranoia in the song. On top of the paranoia I was feeling from being undiagnosed, untreated bipolar. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff in there, like the feeling of like almost imprisonment. Being a graduate student in this lab felt like I was imprisoned until I graduated. It was really strange. I even compared it one time to I remember talking to a friend about it. He asked me, if I was still in grad school. I said, yeah, I'm still in the sweatshop. I called the lab a sweatshop, because that's the way it felt. I was like underpaid, underappreciated, working my butt off to get this degree. And I really didn't feel the appreciation until they handed me my degree. So, now I'm a PhD, and, everything went much better after that. But just getting there was tough. So, yeah, I mean, even at the time, like, in 2001, I was sharing an apartment in Bayonne with my brother. It was roach infested, like I said in the song, I had more roaches than food in my kitchen, and that was true. It really was that way, so I colored the song with all these metaphors and all these descriptive terms, to kind of really give the sense of the gloominess of the song, of the mood at the time. So yeah, so that's really cool. So yeah, you could listen to the song Another Gloomy Bayonne Day here on YouTube. Just type in the words James Netherwald, Another Gloomy Bayonne Day into your YouTube search engine, and you'll get right to the song. The song's also on Spotify and iTunes and all those other great streaming apps. You can find it there too. Okay? Take care. Have a nice day. Bye.